All right, so today let's dive into a world where AI isn't just, sitting back analyzing data. It's actually out there taking charge, making decisions.
Making things happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's AI agents we're talking about, and
AI age,
as data science master students, this is,
especially relevant for you guys.
yeah, this is something that could completely change entire industries,
And
possibly your future careers.
exactly, yeah. And we're using a World Economic Forum white paper to guide our deep dive today. It's called Navigating the AI Frontier. It came out December 2024. And think of this as like a cheat sheet to understanding AI agents, their impact and how to stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, consider this your crash course on what AI agents are, how they've evolved, and why they're going to like totally reshape data science as we know it.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. What exactly is an AI agent? I mean, it's more than just some complex algorithm, right?
Right, an AI agent is a system that can like sense its environment, process information, and then take action to achieve some goal. Like it's not just crunching numbers, it's using that information to make decisions and then acting on them.
So it's like a self-driving car. It
Exactly.
uses sensors to like perceive its surroundings and then processes that information, makes decisions, and then uses its effectors to, like steer, accelerate, brake.
Exactly. And like behind the scenes, it's all data science at work. Like the data pipelines, the models, all the decision-making logic.
Yeah.
That's where your skills as data scientists are going to come in.
It's amazing to me how far this technology has come. I mean, we used to think of simple spam filters as AI agents.
Right.
Now we're talking about self-driving cars navigating these like super complex environments.
Yeah, and that leap from spam filters to self-driving cars, it just shows how much the underlying technologies have advanced.
Yeah.
Think about like the breakthroughs in sensor technology and real-time data processing and the evolution of machine learning, especially like reinforcement learning, which enables these agents to learn from their experiences out in the world.
So these AI agents aren't just static pieces of code. They're
No.
they're evolving, they're learning.
Totally, they're learning and adapting, and this evolution has led to a whole bunch of different types of AI agents, each with its own unique capabilities.
Okay.
The paper outlines four main types: simple reflex agents, model-based reflex agents, goal-based agents, and then utility-based agents.
Okay, let's break those down. I'm imagining a simple reflex agent is like a basic chatbot
Uh-huh.
that responds to like specific keywords with pre-programmed answers.
Yeah, that's a good example. Now think about a goal-based agent like a chess AI.
Okay.
It's not just reacting to your moves. It's actually strategizing and planning and adapting its approach to achieve its goal, which is winning the game.
So to go from simple reflex to goal-based, there must be a huge jump in complexity.
Exactly. Unlike those simple reflex agents, a goal-based agent needs a way to model the world around it
Okay.
and predict the consequences of its actions. So that's where you get search algorithms and planning techniques coming in.
Right.
The chess AI has to like evaluate millions of possible moves, anticipate your responses, and then choose the path that's most likely to lead to victory.
That's a pretty big leap. So what about the other types?
Okay, so a model-based reflex agent is kind of like a smart thermostat.
Okay.
It learns your temperature preferences over time and adjusts accordingly. So it's building a model of its environment
Gotcha.
and using that model to make its decisions.
And for our classmates who are interested in fintech, a utility-based agent is similar to like a financial robo-advisor.
Right.
It considers things like risk and reward to create an investment portfolio that maximizes, your satisfaction as an investor.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got these different types of agents, each with its own level of complexity and capability. Where does this all lead? What's next on the horizon for these AI agents?
Well, things get really interesting when we start talking about advanced AI agents that are powered by large language models. You know, those LLMs we hear so much about? These
LM?
LLMs, they're bringing really cool capabilities to AI agents,
Okay.
like chain of thought reasoning and access to external tools.
Chain of thought reasoning.
Yeah.
That sounds complex. Can you break that down for us?
Sure. Imagine giving an AI the ability to think out loud. So instead of just giving you an answer, it can break down its thought process step by step.
Okay.
And that allows us to understand how it reached a particular conclusion. That's what chain of thought reasoning does.
So it's like peeking into the AI's thought process.
Exactly. And the white paper gives a great example of this with an AI-powered car infotainment system.
Okay.
It can respond to your commands, but it also analyzes traffic data. It suggests alternate routes. It can even personalize your entertainment,
Wow.
all while learning your preferences over time.
That's incredible. It's like having a personal assistant who knows your traveling habits and preferences better than you do.
Right.
Okay, so we've gone from simple chatbots to these like incredibly complex integrated systems. What's the next frontier?
Well, the next frontier is what's called multi-agent systems, or MAS.
MAS.
And this is where things get really mind-blowing. Imagine multiple AI agents, each with their own area of expertise, working together to solve really complex problems.
Like a team of AI specialists collaborating to achieve a common goal?
Precisely, think about like smart city traffic management.
Okay.
You could have AI agents controlling the traffic signals, communicating with vehicles, optimizing everything in real time to reduce congestion and improve traffic flow.
That's a lot of moving parts and a
Yes.
lot of potential for things to go wrong.
That's why we need to talk about the potential downsides and ethical considerations of these AI agents, but we'll delve into that in the next part of our deep dive. So, before we jump into the risks, it's important to point out how AI agents could really change things for the better in like so many fields.
Right.
The white paper talks about some really exciting possibilities in healthcare, education, customer service, and finance.
Okay, let's start with healthcare. How could AI agents, change the game in that field?
Well, imagine AI agents assisting doctors with diagnoses, personalizing treatment plans, even providing real-time feedback during surgeries. They could analyze those medical images and identify patterns that a human eye might miss
Yeah.
and, contribute to more accurate and effective healthcare.
It's like having this superpowered medical assistant who can process information and provide insights in like seconds that would take us humans hours to, uncover.
Right, exactly. And think about education.
Okay?
AI agents could create personalized learning experiences for students,
Yeah.
adapting to individual needs and giving them tailored feedback.
So instead of that one-size-fits-all approach,
Yeah,
students could have an experience customized to their own, strengths and weaknesses.
exactly. It's moving towards a more student-centric model of education.
I like that. And AI agents could also, totally revolutionize customer service.
Oh, yeah,
Like, think about chatbots that actually understand your problem.
right.
They can access your information and give you solutions without, making you jump through all those hoops.
No more endless phone menus and waiting on hold forever.
I'm sold. What about finance?
Well, AI agents could transform how we manage investments, detect fraud, and provide personalized financial advice.
Okay.
They can analyze huge data sets to find patterns and trends,
Yeah.
making financial systems more efficient and secure.
So it sounds like these AI agents could bring positive changes across a lot of industries,
Yeah.
but let's be realistic. There have to be some potential downsides too, right?
Of course, just like any powerful technology, there are always risks.
Right.
AI agents can malfunction, they can be misused, or have unintended consequences.
So what kinds of risks are we talking about?
Well, the white paper mentions technical risks, things like errors due to, faulty programming or vulnerabilities to cyber attacks.
Right.
And it also highlights some potential socioeconomic risks.
I imagine job displacement is a big concern,
Yeah, over-reliance on AI agents could lead to job displacement in certain sectors.
right?
There's also the issue of potential bias.
Okay.
If the data used to train an AI agent is biased, then the agent's decisions and actions will reflect those biases.
That's a great point. As data scientists, we have a responsibility to make sure that the data we use is, fair, unbiased, representative.
Absolutely garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. And we need to think about responsible development and deployment of these systems.
Right.
We need robust governance frameworks, ethical guidelines, and collaboration across different sectors to make sure AI agents are used safely and for the benefit of, everyone.
I agree.
Sounds like there's a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of future data scientists.
There is, but it's also an incredible opportunity.
Okay.
You guys are the ones who will be shaping how these powerful technologies are used. Your choices will have a huge impact on how AI agents are integrated into our world.
So what can aspiring data scientists like our listeners do to prepare for this future?
I think the most important thing is to engage in the conversation.
Okay.
Stay informed about the latest developments in AI ethics and responsible AI advocate for the development and deployment of AI agents that align with human values.
Your voices matter. So it sounds like we're at a pivotal moment in the evolution of AI, and as future data scientists, our listeners have a really crucial role to play in shaping that future.
Absolutely. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to go back to the concept of multi-agent systems
Okay?
because it's such a fascinating and potentially transformative area.
Yeah, let's go back to that idea of, a team of AI specialists working together. What kind of challenges could they tackle?
Well, imagine multi-agent systems being used to address these global challenges like climate change or pandemic response.
Okay?
These AI agents could analyze data from all over the world, coordinate resources, and develop solutions that would be impossible for any one entity to achieve on its own.
It's like harnessing the power of collective intelligence.
On a massive scale.
Exactly.
That's the potential of these multi-agent systems. But of course, with great power comes great responsibility.
What kind of responsibility are we talking about here?
We need to think carefully about how to make sure these systems are aligned with human values. How do we prevent those unintended consequences when you have multiple AI agents interacting in complex and potentially unpredictable ways?
Those are some really tough questions.
They are, and they lead to even more questions.
Right.
That's the nature of exploration. As we head into this uncharted territory of AI, there will always be more questions than answers.
Yeah.
But it's the pursuit of those answers, the drive to understand and shape this technology responsibly, that will ultimately define the future of AI.
Okay, so we've talked about the potential of AI agents and the risks involved and the ethical considerations. But there's another element we need to address, and that's like the data itself.
Yeah, AI agents, they're data hungry. They
Right.
need tons of data to learn, adapt, make decisions.
Right.
And this brings up some important questions around data quality, data privacy, data bias.
Yeah, it all comes back to the data. I mean, AI agents are only as good as the data they're trained on.
Exactly. If the data is, flawed, biased, incomplete, the AI agent's performance is going to suffer.
Yeah.
It's important to remember that these agents don't magically create insights.
Right.
They learn from the data we give them.
So as data scientists, I mean, we need to be really careful about how we collect, clean, and prepare the data for these AI agents.
Absolutely. Data preprocessing is crucial. We need to be able to identify and address any biases in the data
Yeah.
to make sure that the AI agents don't perpetuate or amplify those
It's
biases.
like building a house. I mean, if the foundation is weak, the whole structure's compromised,
That's a great analogy. Data is the foundation for AI agents.
right?
And data privacy is another super important thing to think about.
Especially since these agents often handle really sensitive personal information, like you said, healthcare records, financial data.
Right, you're right. Protecting that data is critical.
Yeah.
We have to build in privacy safeguards into these systems from the very beginning.
It's not just about complying with regulations. It's about building trust with the people who are using these systems. They
Exactly.
need to know that their data is being handled responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely, transparency and accountability are key. The white paper talks about the need for strong data governance frameworks to deal with these challenges.
Okay.
This includes things like data anonymization, secure storage, clear guidelines for data access and use.
So it's a multifaceted challenge. We need to ensure data quality, address bias, protect privacy, and establish these clear governance frameworks. That's a lot to think about for aspiring data scientists.
It is, but these challenges also present opportunities.
Right.
As data scientists, you guys have the power to shape how data is used in the development and deployment of these AI agents. You can advocate for responsible data practices and help build systems that are fair, ethical, and beneficial to society.
It's a call to action for all of us who are entering this field. We need to be mindful of the data, the algorithms, the potential impact of AI agents on people and society.
I agree. This deep dive has given you a glimpse into the world of AI agents. We've explored the basics, the different types, the benefits and risks, and those all-important ethical considerations. But this is really just the beginning of the journey.
Exactly. And as master's students in data science, you guys are entering a field that's constantly evolving.
Right.
AI agents are at the forefront of that evolution, and you have the chance to be pioneers in this exciting new frontier.
Keep learning, keep exploring, keep asking those questions.
Yeah.
The future of AI is being written right now, and you have the power to be a part of that story.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI agents. We hope you found it insightful and thought-provoking. The world of data science is full of amazing possibilities. Stay curious, and good luck on your journey.